They don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with them. It is what it is. Big Billy.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick.
Real. I can't even call it corner pocket. Niggas in they feelings out of pocket. Smith & Wesson on me, Dallas Cowboy. And I'm with my dog. Down boy.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back. It's our 6th episode this week. Got a lot to talk about. Dova, tell them what's going on with you, man.
What's up? It's a beautiful night. Ready to talk shit as usual.
We
got a lot of things for you. Also, we got a special thing going on. We got our first guest this week.
First guest. I mean, we'll tell you a little bit about you as we want to bring him on. A little bit about him as we're getting ready to bring him on and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're gonna have somebody on here today to argue with, get a little bit different opinion than what you hear from us. This and the third, but
little curveball.
Yep. But let's get into it though. Our first topic today, as usual, NBA free agencies. Man, since the last episode, my heart's been broken a couple times. I'm going through it, man. I'm on suicide watch. But outside of the big KD and Kyrie situation going on, man, we have a whole bunch of stuff going on. We got the Joker signing probably the biggest deal in basketball history, which is insane to me. But yeah, there's that. What else is going on?
It's not really that insane if you think about it.
Yes, it is, brother. I mean, I say that because when I think about who Jokic is compared to the superstars that we've had in this league, I don't think that it's far-fetched for me to think that guy, him, is the highest paid player ever. I understand inflation. I get that. But there are
he's an MVP.
That's fine. There's other MVPs in this league as well that don't have that contract. But that's neither here nor there. But what else you got?
I think the block is just hot right now. I mean,
it is.
Like Rudy Gobert, the price that guy got moved around for is.
So if you want KD, just know after that trade, yesterday's price is not today's price. If Rudy Gobert, this big French bum can go for whatever his name is. If this big French bum can go for 5 players and 4 first-round picks, we want your coach. We want your GM. We need it all. So come with it.
And that's the thing that's going on right now with the Brooklyn Nets. I feel KD saying, "Hey, I want to trade." That's obviously trouble in paradise. But
very much so.
The fact of the matter is that I don't think there's anyone right now that, unless there's 2 teams that are willing to start playing around with it and really figuring out you got a genius like moving it around and making it work, that it's probably not going to happen. And the Nets is probably.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm my fault. I'm in control, brother. But I agree with you. It's gonna take more than 2 teams if it does happen, for sure. It's gonna take a 3, maybe 4 team trade to facilitate this, and a lot of moving pieces. Because if it's 2 team trade, you're gonna have to gut yourself. Like it's impossible. Unless you trade it for Giannis or Steph Curry or LeBron, which is not gonna happen. You got to give up the farm. You got to give.
Yeah, I mean, I think even with Kyrie, like when they were talking about they're thinking about going to LA or LA wants him.
Yeah.
The price tag is too high, and the way that both parties are going to get what they want is too high. So I honestly believe, and this is my thing. I don't think I've actually said this, but I don't think that KD and Kyrie are actually going to move. So
yeah, I don't think so either, and I have different reasoning. I mean, to me, if you really think about what we just talked about, if you really think about how difficult it'll be, it's easy to say they're not going to move. But I kind of feel like KD and Kyrie, they're best friends, man. They came together as a package deal. They're going to leave together as a package deal. I don't think KD really wants to get traded, and this is not me being a homer. This is me just using deductive reasoning and thinking logically. The Nets. Like I just said, they came as a package deal. So now the Nets front office deservingly is wary of signing Kyrie long term. So now that you messing with his man's money, KD's like, yo, if he's not gonna be here, you're not gonna wrap him up. I'm out of here too. It's just I think it's a leverage thing. And they're saying he's pretty much saying if you don't pay Kai, I'm going too. And it is what it is. So there's also been a list of demands that the KD and Kyrie have put out. There's a couple of coaches they want that were fired. Adam Humphries and Eli Carter, actually, to name a few. Adam Humphries was the player development coach for Brooklyn. He got fired. KD didn't like it. That was one of his best friends. He wants him back. Eli Carter was one of the athletic trainers, Kyrie's personal athletic trainer, and he was let go during COVID because he couldn't travel, but he was promised a job again once the restrictions were lifted, and Sean Marks and Josiah didn't keep their word. So they got to right those wrongs in order to make their superstars happy. And yes, I don't care what Kyrie Irving did. He's crazy. He's loco. Pay that man and keep him on your basketball team. He's a basketball god. That's just my opinion. But we'll see who wins.
I mean,
we'll see.
I always joke around. I'm like, oh, it's a circus over there, whatever. But I know the Miami Heat organization would love to have any of those guys on the roster.
29 of them would. I don't blame them. They're really good players. I mean, they're head cases. They're divas. Crybabies.
Well, I was really more being specific on either KD either KD or Kyrie.
For sure, yeah.
But I mean, the rest of the Nets.
Ben Simmons is valuable. Don't do this.
I mean, but it's too complicated to even move that guy around too. Because what is it? Like he can't even. It's a rookie contract thing.
So like he can't be on the team since he's on a rookie max, kind of like similar to what Ja Morant and Zion and Bam Adebayo are on. Mm-hmm. You can't have two of those together simultaneously. In
a trade or on a team?
On the team, period.
Oh wow!
They can be traded for each other, but they cannot play together.
Yeah.
So if we were to give you guys KD or Kyrie, Bam and Ben Simmons, we have to stay put.
Ben Simmons had to leave, or Ben Simmons another team.
We have to ship Ben Simmons off somewhere else in a 3-team trade in order to facilitate this because he can't be here. Bam comes.
And I'm saying. Like I said, I know the Heat would love to have Kevin Durant specifically.
Too much. It's a lot.
But yeah, it's just too much. We're not really going to sell out like that. We'll probably just grab Donovan Mitchell and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm hearing he's not on the block, bro. I'm hearing my man's is staying.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I'm hearing he's staying. I mean, after they shipped this man of all those first round picks, they can probably move those and get some talent. You know what I mean? They got ammo. But they just traded Russ O'Neal to us for like the 29th pick in the first round. So it looks like they're just shipping everybody out. They got rid of Joe Ingles. Who knows what's going on over there? But that's a true circus.
It's time to bounce. That's what that means.
Yeah, so I think Mitchell, he deserves better. But let's talk about some other free agency stuff. I mean, obviously, what's going on with the Nets is huge. That's the hot thing on the street because Kevin Durant, a player like Kevin Durant, just doesn't get traded. It's not a thing. It doesn't happen often, and I hope it does. Please don't happen, KD.
That's the main. Yeah, I mean that's the main free agency news.
Yeah, right Easy Money Sniper, we need you in BK, baby. Stay, please. And Brooklyn, pay these, man, please. Stop playing. But okay, the Hawks. The Hawks picked up your boy DeJounte Murray from San Antonio. Big pickup. I mean, that's a nice backcourt right there of Trae Young and DeJounte. Two all-star caliber players together. Young boys in the East is going to grow up together. Give some cause some noise. That's
about it. But yeah,
yeah, right. Then we got Zach LaVine signed a max contract with the Bulls. That's huge because I thought he was going to move if he would have went somewhere outside.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like that. I like that for Zach LaVine.
Me too. Him and DeRozan together. They picked up the Dragon. He was a good asset with us for the Nets. I know you love him too.
Yes, my boy.
They got Andre Drummond down there, big body presence. And I can't lie, the people joke he's a bum, but what he is very good at what he does.
Yeah.
Big presence, big body rebounding. You can depend on him to get 10 to 12 rebounds a night minimum. I can't lie to you. Dallas Mavericks. They lost their boy Jalen Brunson. He went over to the Knicks. Knicks paid that man way too much money, dog. What are they doing?
But that's what playing well in the spotlight does for you is that type of action.
They get you max contracts. I mean, I'm telling you right now, nobody's offering him that money but the Knicks. Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, when you need something, you need something. You know what I'm saying? They need some type of change of pace or something like that. But I think he's a good player, though. I mean, I don't know about
very
money,
solid.
but he's a good player.
I'm not giving him.
But he has this I'm not going to call it peaks and valleys, but
no, I would call it that because there's nights that he'll go off and have 25, 30 points, and there's nights that you won't hear his name and he'll have like 8. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I don't think he was consistent enough throughout to deserve that contract. But that's not. I mean, I'm not a GM, so it is what it is. The Clippers made a move. They picked up John Wall, who was bought out by the Rockets, which is pretty big if you ask me.
It's interesting. It's a low. I would say a high key move, but in a low key way. In a sense, where it's no one's really making a big deal of that. But
hey, if Buddy is like 75% or 80% of what he is, if you just add that to a healthy, and again, big if because we got 3 of the most injury prone players in the league on the same team, and John Wall, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. So if they stay healthy, that's pretty That's tough.
Yeah, them
That's
playing
tough.
together is actually, sounds dangerous. But I mean, we'll
I
see.
just don't know
They
who
can put it
John
up.
Wall is anymore, man. He used to be
Correct.
explosive. A lot of injuries. He got older, put some weight on. So we'll see. But hopefully he's still effective, man. I like John Wall. In his prime, he was my dog. I always picked him in 2K. But oh yeah, your boy John Morant signed his max deal. Well, much deserved in my opinion. I don't know. What you think?
Yeah, I think John Morant's one of those guys you got to hold on to. Generational type of player, like the way he's just explosive and he's a game changer. Funny story about him. I don't know if you saw that. What he gave that waitress $500.
He said he was Black Jesus. Look at your boy. She said, "Who are you? What sport you? I'm Black Jesus." Dang.
Yeah,
Dang,
she was like, "Wait," she was trying to figure it out. It's like, "Wait, are you Jaw?" She remembered the name Jaw. But
yeah, you Jaw the one that be. She said you would want to be jumping around.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, that's me." She just freaked out. I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
That's pretty dope. We gave her 500 too. That's good looking
cool.
out, giving back to the people. Just got a big payday. Some people might say, "Why 500? That's such a little bit. You just got $193 million." He could.
Man, he probably just.
He could have left for $20.
Getting some breakfast or something, bro.
Right. Speaking of him, the only guy who got drafted ahead of him, Zion Williamson, also signed a max deal. Some say it's undeserved. I don't know. What you think?
I would say absolutely. There's no reason you do. I'm
here to disagree with that. But
there's no reason. There's no reason to do a max deal, and I'm sure his agent was pushing it, and
Definitely.
trying to make sure that it was secured money and all that stuff. You know why he was pushing it so hard is because the guy is
a specimen. He is a freak.
Correct, but he's a glass specimen.
All right,
he's like a sword with a plastic handle, bro. That's what like this.
And
you swing it and you can slice somebody's head off, but like if you hit something too stiff, it's just the handles are just gonna snap.
So you remember Blake Griffin? You know who Blake Griffin is. I'm not gonna insult you like that. So he went through something similar very early in his career. So did Ben Simmons, if you don't remember. They both missed their entire rookie years, and also had injuries like in the years. Like look at Ben Simmons now. That doesn't mean that when they're on the court, they're still not great players. So
I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing.
Hold on. Hear me out this way. And also, when it comes to these contracts, they're not paying you for what you've done. They're paying for you for what you're gonna do. Now let's talk about this for a second. Zion Williamson went on the court is unstoppable. He's modern.
Let's stop at that. Let's stop at that statement you said. They're not paying you for what you've done. It's what you're going to do, right? And I say there's a happy medium to that. It's what you've done as well as the prospect of what you're going to do. And Williamson has showed flashes of greatness on the court, obviously, but the consistency is not there. And we already talked about the best ability is availability. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could jump out the gym, but like how many days can you provide for the team? How many games can you actually provide?
I'll tell you this, from what we've seen from Zion, if you don't pay him that money, I guarantee you the first day you let him go, somebody else does. I promise you that.
So you're saying if they didn't give him that money, someone else is immediately going to give him a max?
Immediately, instantly, it's not a question. The man, okay, so he's pretty much an underdeveloped Giannis with more athletic ability and about 50 pounds heavier.
It's just like, for me, it's just a gamble that I understand why the agent pressed for it. And I understand maybe they probably had some, I don't know if the negotiations were extensive or anything like that, but I know for me as a GM or owner or whatever the case may be, I'm skeptical about paying this guy all this money when you haven't consistently showed me anything.
Well, skeptical for sure, but I mean, scared money don't make none. When you got a talent like that, man, you got to invest.
It's just very scary. That's very scary. That's like walking in the casino to start off your day in Vegas and you just say 100 on black. Let's run it.
Now, hold on. Sources say, I did hear from Shams. My man did say that the Pelicans do have protections in the contract. So there has to be an amount of games played. There has to be there's quotas in there that he has to fulfill to get this money as well. Yeah. So they're beautiful. Yeah. They protected themselves as well. So they're not complete fools. They know what they're dealing with. And these are protections that not everybody has. Only, you know what I'm saying? These are because of his injury history and his unavailability. Yeah, it's his fault. But the money is there if he can get it. He got to earn it.
I agree.
Yeah, so
I'm okay with it then. I mean, if you have to lock down your talent, obviously, but you got to protect yourself in the process.
I'm with all that. Let's talk about it. What else is out there? PJ Tucker went to the Sixers. That's pretty solid. PJ Tucker is a part of championship level squads year after year after year. So that tells you a lot when he gets signed to a team. They're probably going to contend. We know who the Sixers are. he just makes them that much better. Tucker and Thibault together, that's some pretty elite defense. With Joel Embiid guarding the rim. I think Thibault's on the move, though. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure he's on the move.
Yeah, I think he adds value to the squad. Does it change anything realistically? Probably not.
I think so, because bro, they don't have no dog. Who did Philly like? Remember when they had Jimmy Butler? He was their dog. Like, if you needed somebody, like if you wanted him to like change the energy, like change the pace, you put him on. I don't. They didn't have that. Like, Thibault's a good defender, but like you can abuse. Like, if you get a bucket on him, you know what I'm saying? He won't make you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to explain it. PJ Tucker makes you feel it. You know what I'm saying? He lets you know I'm here. This is a battle all game. Nothing's easy. You know what I'm saying? And you need that, especially in the Eastern Conference, bro. We play. It's a different brand of basketball over here. We don't play that pretty boy shoot all day type stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, but we'll see. We'll see how much of a difference it really makes. But
yeah, but I like the pickup for them is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Also, we got your boy Bradley Beal re-signing. Stupid loyalty, and I mean stupid loyalty. I mean, the Wizards, bro, they're poorly ran. I mean, good on you for getting your money, Bradley. I'm happy you got a $250 million out of them people, but we ain't never gonna win nothing. Better.
Yeah, for better or for worse, I guess.
Yeah, you get your money because I know nobody else is paying you that much, but you're just gonna be one of them guys who is just
good, but didn't do anything.
He is super. Like what's the difference between Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum? Nothing, but we think that Jason Tatum is so much better. Why? Because of where he's been, conference finals.
He gets put on that platform. Yeah, he gets the opportunity to try to win a championship.
He's under them lights. We see him in them lights. Bradley's never going to be under them lights. That's tough. I hate that for him. But get your money, my brother. And that pretty much wraps it up, man. I mean, switching gears real quick. We talked about some basketball. Free agency has been popping. We also had a UFC fight night not too long ago. I believe it was UFC 276, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the big fight was Adesanya. He was defending his belt. He obviously came out victorious in immaculate fashion. What'd you think? What's your takeaways on that?
Yeah, I mean, that was International Fight Week, which is probably the biggest week in, I would say, fighting now in general, because UFC's majority of fighting now. Boxing as well. A bunch of old school boxers go out there. UFC legends go out there. It's located in Vegas. They pretty much take over the strip. It looks like a bomb ass time. So I would love to be able to go to one of the nights of International Fight Week over there in Vegas. That'd be dope. But yeah, they capped it off with the UFC 276. And obviously Israel Adesanya defend his belt once again. He's one of those guys that are on the Jon Jones level of.
Come on, bro.
Well, no, let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
Relax.
My bad.
No, he's on the Jon Jones level of defending his belt. He's just guy after guy.
No, for sure.
Comes up to him, he's knocking him down. So
yeah,
they're trying to find. They're slowly but surely running out of opponents for him.
Jon Jones is gonna have to come back and beat this dude up.
Yeah, that's funny. They talk back and forth a little bit, but I don't think that would ever happen just because Jon Jones is so much heavier, bigger than this guy. They did set up the other fight, I believe, and it was a guy that fought on the main card, Alex P, I believe. He's a Brazilian kickboxer, and if I remember correctly, he's actually knocked out Israel Adesanya before, like pre-UFC type of thing.
Oh, okay.
So now they're kind of talking spicy to each other, like, oh, whatever. And this guy just, when in his fight, took out Sean Strickland in a disgusting manner, knocked him out dirty.
It was a good fight. Just to jump in real fast. I don't know. When UFC first came about, one of my favorite guys was Robbie Lawler. They called him Ruthless Robbie Lawler. You know who he is?
Yeah, he fought. He fought in that card.
He got beat up too, and I hate to see my guy go out like that, man. He had Buddy on the fence, delivering straight devastating body shots, bing, bing. But he was tired. He started getting reckless, and he just kept his guard down, just swinging like this. Now, bow, bow. Buddy said, "Okay, I'm top." Cleaned him up. Bow. Knocked Buddy back one time. Bow just came through with it left. Cleaned him up. I was like, "Oh, bro, you got caught like a sucker, Robbie." But he's getting up there in age. He's getting older, so he's got caught slipping.
I thought he was going to retire, honestly.
Me too.
This last night, whatever. But yeah, he's a reckless individual. He just likes to just sit there and like just scrap, which is fun to watch. It's really fun to watch.
It's very fun to watch, but it's not good for your health, bro. You're going to have some pretty bad CTE taking all them headshots like that.
Another guy that's big news is Cowboy Cerrone. Cerrone.
Donald Cerrone, that's my guy too.
Yeah, he just retired officially, and that was a long time coming. I think the last 3-4 fights for him should have been retirement fights.
My man has 38 UFC fights under his belt. 38. Now, I can't. How many people have 15, 20? I mean, he's in a rare class. Like he's, no,
he's been doing this for a long time.
That's a toll on his body, man. This is not.
In this type of sport, it's hard to. It's not like. And I'm not throwing shade either, but it's not like being a quarterback for a long time. Like you're constantly, every time you walk in there. First of all, your training is
even a boxer. And no shade at boxing. I love the sport of boxing, bro. But like you're getting hit. You're only getting punches thrown at you with guys with like 8-ounce gloves on. These guys are out here getting hit with elbows, knees to the cranium, to the temple. Like it's the gloves are like, bro, pretty much just pads.
No, the ratio is like 10 ounce to 4 ounce. Like I think the UFC's 4 ounce gloves. It's almost That's why you see guys get rocked when someone lands something. Bro. Yeah, so
rocked. Brings us to our next topic, talking to violence, football, man. I love it. It's my favorite sport out there. As you can see behind me, I rep the Eagles all day long, Bird Gang. But before we do that, I want to introduce our guest, our very first guest. Is my boy Dre Kamikazi, man. Huge Boston Red Sox fan. He likes the Lakers as well. Who else does he rep? Best football. And he's a Baltimore Ravens fan. He won't let you forget that as well. We're going to bring him in. He has his own podcast as well. He's one of the few guys that, I won't say few, but he's one of the guys that inspired me to actually start this up. Gave me the courage as well. Told me, man, ain't nothing to it but to do it. We always spit boxing about sports anyway. So, yeah, we're going to bring him in. Let me go ahead and get my guy in here for a sec. There we go. As you can see, there's a huge wrestling back as well. Dre Kamikazi in the building. What's happening, my brother?
What's good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Awesome. It worked. Perfect. What's up, everybody?
Nothing much.
What's going on?
Dre, you know what? We already introduced you, even though you didn't need an introduction. But tell the people at home a little bit about yourself. What's going on with you?
Hey, it's your boy Dre Kamikazi, co-host of the Beer Budz Banter Podcast. Member of the Sideline Group.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I always got to throw that in there. I throw that shit in every time Alex come on my show. But just here to talk some shit. Let's run it.
Speaking of shit, let me see that jersey you got on right there. Well,
what?
I had to throw some shade.
Boston!
No. Get that out of here, bro.
You got an ass whoop today.
Man, we lost today too, man. We lost to the Pirates in horrible fashion too. It was so outlandish. I couldn't believe it, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Luckily for us, we won 58 of them so far, so we can lose 1 or 2. But
y'all gonna hit that stretch where you gonna get knocked down back to earth a little bit.
I mean, we have a lot of room and forever, so I mean, it is what it is, man. It is.
Yeah, this guy's floating high.
I'm gonna call best team in baseball, baby.
It only take one bad month.
Right.
One bad month.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Gonna come in September for you too. Watch. That's going to be the Yankees' birthday present for me.
Damn.
Fuck up in September.
Well, at least fuck September. As long as it's in October, it's whatever. I don't care. We in the postseason, so I mean, I know it. I know we're gonna. Well, you know what? Let me not fucking jinx myself. So I'm not gonna say that. I want to ride this wave. I don't want to get too ahead of myself talking about postseason. Injuries happen, stuff gets crazy. So again, we on a historic pace. I mean, I'm talking about if you think about who the teams that have matched us at this point who have been equivalent to us as long as we have for 81 games, you're getting historic. You're talking 98 Yankees, 29 Yankees. You're talking Cal Ripken's Orioles. It's what a time to be alive. That's all I got to say. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, Dre. So for the last couple of weeks, we've been doing some lists. We've done our top 5 tight ends. We've done running backs. We've done wide receivers. This week is going to be the QB. So we thought we'd bring one of our football experts or so-called to the show.
Allegedly,
to the show to give us some insight, So since you're the guest, Dre, we're going to let you go first today, my brother. Give us your top 5. Who do you think is going to be the most impactful quarterbacks going into the 2022-2023 season? And we're gonna rank them from 5 going up to 1. So give us your 5th.
I do want to add something in this thing. I think that the top 5 QBs is probably the toughest list.
100%.
It is.
Ran into so far.
Because you have to, it's nitpicky once you get to the top 5 anyway. Because every name we should say should be an elite guy. I'm pretty sure. So I mean, I think John's list is going to be, or Dova's list is going to be a little sus. He gonna have some head scratches in there.
That's crazy. The accusations flown around. I already know that you're just pretty reckless. I already know. Yeah. But go ahead. All right, let's go. The guest goes first. Right. Let's get this cracking. What's your fifth one? My fifth one is Ryan Tannehill.
What in the?
Here's why.
All right, I'm gonna hear you out.
Here's why. My list aren't guys that are going to make an impact. My list is guys that need to make a bigger impact than they have been making for their team. Derrick Henry has been a workhorse for that squad for years.
Yes, sir.
The only thing is failing them is needing to make a clutch play when they're down. Sometimes Henry ain't gonna make that play, but he's making hundreds of plays all year.
And AJ Brown gone. Let's talk about that too.
And AJ Brown gone. They're gonna need Ryan Tannehill to step his pass game up way more than everybody in the world thinks Lamar Jackson needs to step his motherfucking pass game up.
I agree.
But that's why Ryan Tannehill made my list, because my list is just going to be about guys that need to make an impact. Because, like you said, making the list of guys that will make those impacts was too easy. It was all superstars.
I agree.
Now I had to switch it up a little bit with this one, because I wanted to come and answer the question to the T and be all straight up,
what it is. I get
technical. But I had to work different with this one.
No, I see you put up the defensive mechanism, so we can't blast off on you. So
he added some context, so we couldn't just cut this off.
You ain't about to rip me without context. No?
Yeah. All right, I feel it. All right, so we got Tannehill at 5. What's up? Who's coming in at number 4?
At 4, it's a guy that's done it, that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Matt Ryan, and it's not necessarily him needing to make a big impact because he hasn't done it before. It's him needing to make an impact because think about last year, how good that team was in the first half of the season.
What team?
The Colts.
Oh, okay. I think about him with the Falcons. I thought
the Colts. He plays for the Colts now.
Yeah, but that was Carson Wentz, and I think they had a. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna.
They had a great run game, but the pass game held them back.
100%.
So I think Matt Ryan for the Colts needs to have a major impact, be a lot better than Carson Wentz was, which I think he can.
I think he will be too.
And I think he will be one of the guys on my list that's going to have it, that actually going to have an impact for his team. Because he's just a better quarterback, a smarter quarterback than Carson Wentz was, and he's going to take that team a lot further than Carson Wentz did. Next guy on my list is a guy that I love a lot, and I know Geno hates this motherfucker.
Who?
And I was going to find a spot for him on my list, whether he deserved to be here or not.
Better not say Tom Brady.
My boy Dakota Prescott. I told you I was gonna cause some controversy.
This man said Dak Prescott is the third most impactful. I got to hear this.
Well, no, bro. He protected his list. Bro. Third that needs to make an impact.
He
protected.
He needs to do something.
Third highest that needs to make an impact, because the jury is still not out on Dak Prescott. There's half of the football community that thinks he's a decent to good quarterback, and there's half of the football community that thinks he's a bum. This needs to be the year where he gonna have to figure something out, because
he's the third highest paid quarterback in the third highest paid player in the league, period, I believe. So yeah, you gotta do something shake. Yeah, bro, he's right behind Patrick.
I didn't even know that. And he's always had weapons. He's the only guy on my list that's always had an abundance of weapons.
No excuses.
And I was trying to keep guys like that off my list, but I had to throw a shot at Geno.
It's all good though. It's all good. We coming for that crown. We coming for our crown back, man. Eagles taking the East this year. I mean, the South. I don't want to hear no NFC least, and it's an easy division. Cut that. That's over. We sent 2 teams to the playoffs. We straight.
send 2 teams to the playoffs when the North do that regularly. Okay.
I'm just saying, that NFC East stuff got to go out the window, man. I hate that nonsense.
Y'all got to stop sending teams to the playoffs with 10 wins then. Y'all got to send them with like 13.
We had 2 teams. Well, yeah, we had 10 wins and the Cowboys had 12. So you're right. I feel that,
But yeah, and then the next guy on my list, I think that his impact is reliant on his health. I called my shot with this guy when he was drafted. I said that he wouldn't make it past year 3 because I don't think his hip is going to hold up.
Oh, I know we going. Oh yeah, he over here with us.
On my list that needs to make a huge impact for his team to be successful is going to be Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, he went other way. He went elsewhere. I thought you were talking about Kyler. I'm over here talking about he's a desert boy.
When you said the hip, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, I know. Cause I seen the look on Dova's face when I said it.
He's like, yeah.
But yeah, so I just think hip injuries. Even if you can get away with it for a couple of years, they come back and creep up on you and they kind of ruin your freaking career. I experienced it with one of my tight ends, Dennis Pitta. He had 3 separate hip dislocations. Each time he came back to form. And one of the times his shit separated, it was a non-contact injury. Ooh. And the hip is connected to the back. And I have a back injury. And I know, like, I ain't done no damage to it in about 10 years. And I still have effects from my injury. So
hips are huge, especially in football, because, all the cuts you do, the cut on the dime, that's all hips, especially for DBs. When they're in that back pedal, they gotta flip those hips quick. And for a quarterback, you generate most of your power from your legs anyway, so that hip fluctuation. That hip movement is that's big. That's probably why you can't throw deep passes, underthrowing people, because
that's the connection between your base and your upper mechanics, man. So I just think that as long as he stays healthy, he will make an impact because they gave him the tools.
He will. Okay.
To make if he stays healthy, he'll make an impact. They gave him the tools. Tua ain't no bum. It's just the injury concern.
You know what? This guy, I appreciate that pick. And you know what? Also, I would like to say the hip thing is like
Tua ain't no bum.
Best case scenario for Tua is that he got hurt early, like being a young guy. If you get hurt 27, 28 like that, like it's very, very hard to bounce back. But he got hurt so young that, like, when you're young and you get hurt, you bounce back like super easy. So, but you're right. I think the same thing. Like, he just has the weapons around him, just like Alabama. He's start tearing it up.
Right.
But, all right, go ahead.
Right. So let's hit number one.
Could be nasty. All right. So number 1 was the one I struggled with the most because of the direction I went in with this list. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought about just throwing Deshaun Watson there, making it easier on me because his impact is going to be whether or not he's going to be there. But then next week we can find out. Next week we're going to find out that he ain't going to be there.
Yeah.
So I stuck 2 guys at this spot in the 2 second-year quarterbacks that's going to be lead quarterbacking young teams that I think have decent enough defenses where if they could just be game managers, they can make some noise in their respective conference.
I see where you're going with this.
One guy is Justin Fields, and the other guy is Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, you didn't go where I thought you was going. Okay, I respect that. So you're saying that they're gonna have good sophomore seasons. They're gonna. I'm
saying that if everything works right and they have the type of impact that they should have on their teams, then they will have good sophomore years.
Okay. And you know what? I actually agree with you on that. I do believe in Doug Peterson. He got fired. I believe Carson Wentz had a big part in Doug Peterson getting fired. I don't think he deserved to get fired, but when you get rid of that the quarterback like that, and it's hard to make Dougie P coach Jalen, because him and Wentz were kind of married. They came the same season, so I do believe Dougie's going to make a difference. Fields, I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you, and I got a little bias as a Penn State fan. Ohio State quarterbacks ain't shit, and they ain't never been shit, and they ain't never gonna be shit.
Bro, you know my rule. You know my rule. If the Ravens draft an Ohio State quarterback, I am probably gonna explode. I'm gonna flip shit because I not trust Ohio State quarterbacks to translate from college to the NFL.
They don't.
So like that's why he's at 1, because that means. Out of all of the guys on my list, those 2 that are at 1, I believe in them the least.
All right, man, I respect that, and that's a good list. It's a good, solid list.
But you know we do the ratings though.
Yeah, we definitely do ratings. We definitely do ratings.
And I ain't follow the rules, so
you didn't. But I'm gonna be nice. You a guest, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna judge it based off of the context you included. And I'm still gonna go ahead and give you a 3. Now I'm messing with you.
Oh. Damn, should have kept Dak Prescott off.
I'm messing with you. No, the Dak pick was good, honestly, for the context you included. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 8 because those are all guys that have to make an impact. They have to. So I do agree with you. If those guys don't play well, their teams will be bad. So they don't have the luxury to they have to be impactful. So I get it and I agree with you. So I'll give it an 8. It's solid. There's a couple guys I probably would have added.
I think the only one that could get away with not making a huge impact and still having a good year is going to be Tannehill, which is why he landed at 5, because he's probably the one that needs to make the least of an impact to be as good as they've already been, because they've been making the playoffs. But if they try to make that next step, he's going to have to be better.
I agree with you. What about you, Dova? What you think? What you think about this list?
Look, like I said, he put his protections up there, put his mindset out there. So look, I'm not gonna be as gracious as Geno over here. I think you got 7.6 list, 7.6, and I say that because a lot of guys that you put up there, if they are impactful, it's not enough to where we're talking about them come playoff time or come championship time.
I disagree. And I only disagree because, bro, look at the Cowboys have a really good roster, bro. I hate to say it.
All right. No, it's the Cowboys, and I would say maybe
Ryan too.
No, the Colts, too. But I mean, when you said Jaguars and Chicago, like, nah. I mean, even if they do,
remember they're both one. Jaguars and Chicago are both one. Let me put my safeguard up for that.
But that's not a bad score. I mean, I feel like I've given Geno less than that already.
You have
a couple weeks. So.
No. The score is what it is. I don't really care about that shit anyway. But I just think Tua can take the Dolphins to the playoffs.
No, I love the Tua pick. I love it.
Tua was the reason why you didn't get a 10. Because you would have got a 10.
Probably why. Because of how I described my list, and Tua was at the height of it. So it's good.
It's cool though, but I like your list. Let's say moving on though, because we got to kind of keep this in constraints though. So John, what you got?
Are we moving a little slow?
No, we don't move slow. It's just we're not trying to make a movie here.
I hear you.
Whole monster, bro. I will lead you down every rabbit hole possible. So you gotta keep me in check.
Now you good, bro.
All right. So for my number 5, my top 5 most impactful quarterbacks next year, I got Justin Herbert coming in number 5.
Man.
Justin Herbert is a robot. He's getting better every year.
I like Herbert.
He's slinging the football. And that's the scary part about Justin Herbert is he's getting better every single year. Yeah. And I wish that he has good weapons or good to regular weapons around him, because I feel like they could do better with the wide receiver core. Even though I would put them top 10 wide receiver core, maybe.
I got them top maybe 5 or 6, but they up there. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams.
No, yeah, I mean, but I want something. I want something else.
It depends on how you look at Jalen Guyton.
They
got Mike Williams over there.
I think Guyton is that missing piece that they got to get more involved in their offense, and then they will be that wide receiver core that you're looking for them to be.
For sure, I agree.
Yeah. So Herbert, I just think the way he plays, man, he had just as good as numbers as Josh Allen last year, and he was more accurate as far as that. But Josh Allen's a playmaker, so that's why people look at Josh Allen a little bit with a little different set of eyes. You know what I'm saying?
So, and Josh Allen don't have to compete against Patrick Mahomes, so
twice a year.
He got that going against him.
The number 4, you kind of predicted this a little bit. I have the GOAT Tom Brady in there.
I knew it.
The GOAT Tom Brady, and why I say that is because the guy, the age, what he's bringing to the table is what.
Don't take my headset off. I'm messing with you. I hate Tom Brady.
What he's bringing to the table. I mean, the guy is 45. And look, I know there's a lot of Tom Brady haters out there, but I can't do nothing but respect him.
I hate him because I have
You don't hate him because your team always beat him. Y'all just couldn't win the division.
Right.
That's true. It was a 1-1. It was a 1-1. Always, man. Every time he came to Miami, he got slapped. But I mean,
Exactly.
Hey, he almost played on Miami too. Let's talk about it.
that was a wild series of events, man.
Bro, he almost played and had owned it. I mean, I would love to have Tom Brady as my quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
What if he did that though? That's in the same division as the Patriots, bro. They had to see them twice a year.
I have Tom Brady's jersey on right now.
Oh, bro,
right? But I should never take it off.
But a fun fact, I mean, like, bro, him being 40, he was 44 last year, so he had the second most career touchdowns last year.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I mean, the man is dangerous.
Yeah.
The man's dangerous. So I mean, if he makes an impact on the squad, Buccaneers are doing Buccaneer things as of late. So that's how I'm taking that.
And Brady is less skill and more mental now.
100%.
Yeah. You can see his skills diminishing, but it doesn't hurt him at all, bro.
Yeah,
he's so smart.
And that's what's so dangerous about the man. Like, it's not really.
Bro, I'm about to be 32 years old, man. This man's been doing this since I was in like elementary school, bro. Like,
I remember talking about Brady in elementary
grade. Like, Jesus, come on, man. But all right, so we got Brady at 4. So then, who's 3 then? Let's hit 3.
Number 3, I got Josh Allen at number 3. And why I say this, Josh Allen, if Josh Allen plays good football, last year was a little inconsistent. Like 15 interceptions. He didn't really play passer wise like he should at the elite level like you want from a quarterback, but he is a playmaker. Anytime, I mean, it felt like they didn't even have a running back. The way every time they were within 20 yards,
they had no run.
He was the running back, bro. He was the running. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But if he can put that together, where he's making plays like that and being able to take care of the football when he's passing it, then you got a dangerous man on your hands. 100%. So that's how I feel about that. Let's see. Number 2, the icy man himself, Joe Burrow.
Oh,
yeah, I think Joe Burrow.
Joe Cool can say the N-word right now, and I'll be cool with it. Like, he is that guy, bro. He could be like,
nah.
Hey, it's all jokes.
Not wearing them damn stripes. Not wearing them stripes.
Hey, I know. That's painful. It's painful. He's in your division, but hey, he is him. That boy.
We gotta wear a different color. He want that card.
Jay Burrow has that wide receiver core. He has an improved O-line now. He's getting more and more time under his belt, and he's getting more and more dangerous. Yes, he had the highest was it? I had it written down here. Was it number 1 best deep ball accuracy and passer rating when pressured, bro? And he's only gonna get better with that. You know what I'm saying? So, I think he's a dangerous man, and with the guy Jamar Chase at his right hand man over there, it's gonna be reckless.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't gonna cap. I think like what Joe Burrow did yesterday is not. I mean, last year was not appreciated enough. Because one of the things about why I don't think Ohio State quarterbacks translate from the college game to the NFL is because in college they have mountains of guys protecting them, and they can work through their progression, run their offenses as comfortably as possible, and then they come and get drafted by these bad teams with bad O-lines, and they can't do the same things because they're not getting the same type of protections or getting the same type of run lanes and things like that. And we saw a lot of that with Justin Fields last year. Joe Burrow, man, he's been under siege since he got drafted.
My man got sacked 9 times and won the game. Won the game.
That's crazy, bro.
And hold on, he got sacked he got sacked 9 times in the playoffs. I believe in both playoff games he played. No, and he played 3 playoff games, right? They weren't in the 1 seed, were they? No, I think the guy got a total of like almost 30 times in the playoffs and lost the Super Bowl by like 1 play. Like if you would have hit Jamar Chase when that dude fell down, bro, he probably would have won.
Yeah, and we talk about how great Tom Brady is, how smart he is, and if you hit Tom Brady in the mouth 1 time, it impacts the entire rest of the game. Joe Burrow, man, when you call that man Joe Cool, ice in his veins, bro, that's what that looks like, bro. Just being able to take.
He has the clutch gene. He has that clutch gene.
And come back in that. So this is why the AFC North is the best division of football, because every time you think you got rid of a GOAT quarterback, they fucking bring in another one.
I feel that. All right, so we got Joe Burrow. That was your number 2 spot, right?
No, number 2 spot.
So Hey, let me take a guess real fast. Can I guess your number one?
Sure.
Matt Stafford.
It is, yeah.
What, bro? How did I guess?
Wow.
How did I guess that?
Matt Stafford's my number one. I mean, look at me. Last year, you knew what happened to me when in our league, I drafted the name Allen Robinson, and I got completely embarrassed. I actually drafted on both my leagues, and I got completely embarrassed. But A-Rob went over to L.A., and Matt Stafford just coming off first year in LA, and now you got Cooper Kupp, and then that, man, I feel like this guy's,
no Woods, no
Don't
Odell.
do it to yourself again. Don't do it to yourself again.
the guy's about to get dangerous. The guy's about to get dangerous. Matt
Allen
Stafford's
Robinson
about
is
to
not
turn
that
up.
guy, bro. I swear, Allen Robinson is
Even if he's not what we used to think he was, he's still going to eat in one way, shape, or form because the guy Cooper Kupp's over there gonna open up
he's a
fields of
coverage
green for him.
He gonna get one-on-ones with some bad cornerbacks. So I mean, I'll give you that. But this is about Matt Stafford, right? And I can't lie, bro. To be number one, that's pretty steep. He lost a lot of pieces, bro. And they're the champions now. They're gonna get everybody's best shot. So I mean, we'll see. It's not a bad thing.
And that's why for me, I feel like when you talk about impactful, if he steps up like he should with the defense that he has, he's gonna be a guy that they're talking about on a week-to-week basis.
Facts.
And so there's my guy.
All right, I respect that. Listen, solid.
I might even draft him again just so I can win the league. You know what I'm saying?
Because he gonna tear his fibia or some shit because you did that. Just because you drafted him. Poor Matt Stafford. All right,
Gino. Now it comes to your recklessness about.
Hold on. No. We gotta give you a grade, sir.
That's right.
Hold on, pump your brakes. We gotta grade this nonsense. Dre, I'll let you go first. Scale of 1
nonsense. Nonsense.
Scale
I
of
don't
1 to
think it
10.
was nonsense.
No, it wasn't that bad.
I think. Hold on. Let's run me down those names again because I remember 3 out of 5.
We had Justin Herbert at 5, Tom Brady at 4, Josh Allen at 3, Joe Burrow at 2, Matt Stafford at 1.
All right. With that, I give that list gotta be an 8. And I take the 2 points off because of the addition of Tom Brady and Matt Stafford. These are guys that been there and done that in their own way. I know we can say, oh, Matt Stafford just went to LA and he just had his first real chance to win a championship, but he did a bunch of great shit in Detroit too. So those are guys that we know for a fact that they're going to impact their teams, whether it be good or bad with their play. I do really love the addition of the 3 young guys that you put on there. Because if I'd answered the question to the truth of the question, then I would have included them too, and I would have had a couple of other younger guys that should make huge impacts for their teams too. I just think Tom Brady, that's an easy answer, and if we don't a list like this, he should always be excluded. And then Matthew Stafford, if you give him the pieces, he gonna make it work. We all knew that, even when he was in there struggling in Detroit. So, but 8 out of 10, I think it was a good list.
Yeah, it's kind of solid.
I like that.
It's generous, but it's solid.
Live with that.
But yeah, bro, it was a good list. I'm not gonna lie to you. Normally, I'm a hater. I'm freaking, I'm that guy. They call me what's his name? Buck Nasty. The hater, the most. That dude, what's the Chappelle show? What that dude was called? I forgot. But anyways, long story short. But I'll give you a 8.
Ooh, 2 8s. I can live with that.
I'm gonna give you an 8. I'm gonna give you an 8 as well. Yeah, all those. Just honestly, the Tom Brady pick messed you up. Other than that, solid list.
I ain't gonna cap. I wanted to take more points off because of that Tom Brady joint. But your order of the young guys and the order you put them in was like the same type of order I would have put them in. So I was like, nah, I gotta give him credit for that though.
Well, what I will say about your list is that I hate it only because you have some of the same names I got on mine. I can't lie, but I knew this was gonna happen eventually. I mean, top 5 quarterbacks, we know who the best of the best are. So
this is the hardest one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring my number 5 in, and again, I hate your list because you have the same number 5 I got. My boy Jay Herbo. I do like Justin Herbert at 5 because
Air Bear.
Yeah. We gotta look at what the kid's done, bro. Like, I mean, granted, he didn't make the playoffs. He has he's a second-year quarterback. The guy gets better every year. And here's the thing: his rookie year was historically good, probably the best rookie year a quarterback's ever had, and he's getting better. That's scary. That's scary out.
Don't bail him out from that from not making the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I'm not. I gotta put that out there.
The playoffs last year.
No, that roster they have is top 5 in their conference. I gotta be honest. So you get no passes from me.
I mean, and he jumped in that season because Tyrod Taylor got poked. That's the only reason.
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna give it. That was the Chargers organization. They clearly knew they didn't want to play this Negro.
They set him up.
They just did it on purpose.
Excuse me. My man got stabbed in the rib cage.
Conspiracy theory.
My man got hit in the rib cage with a. Come on, has that ever happened before?
Bro, they shanked him up.
Shanked him. It was a hit. They did him against dirty. But anyways, shit. they got Justin Herbert in there, man. I got him at 5. We know who he is. They know who he is. I think 5 is kind of it might be kind of low, but I'm gonna put him there because he didn't make the playoffs. He got a lot to prove, so he goes in my number 5 spot. Number 4, I got Lamar Jackson. Now hear me out. I love Lamar. I hate the running back narrative. It should be that. Hear me out though. Most impactful, right? Talking about impact. Give me a quarterback who is more impactful to their offense, who does more for their offense than Lamar Jackson.
None.
There is none.
That's why I gave you the look, because if he's gonna be on your list, he should top it.
Yeah. I gotta.
He's the system. He's the system, and that's why I couldn't do this. Yes. That's why I couldn't do it the right way, because they was gonna be biased and shit.
No, I get it. You didn't want to like a homer, and I respect it. I respect that, but I got your back right here on this.
Shout out Lamar Jackson, boy in Beach, Florida. What's up?
Yeah, he's a Florida boy. I'll give you that.
Palm Beach County.
Hey, Florida, they outproduce football players. All of them crash test dummies y'all got. Yeah, they play football real well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I got Lamar Jackson at 4 because, man, there's not a quarterback out there who produces more for the offense, man. When it comes to, I'm gonna give you, and again, at this stage in his career, right? We compare Lamar Jackson to Michael Vick all the time, right? He might be a better runner than Michael Vick, and he's a far better passer than Vick ever was at this stage in their career. So this is scary. What we looking at here, it can get real. If you give this man some real targets, change the offense up a little bit, because they do the run first stuff, and I get it because he's such a talented, gifted runner. But if you give this man some weapons on the outside and make that offense a little bit more explosive, bro, you might have yourself a whoo-wee. But you never know. I don't know what Greg Roman's doing over there. He gets questioned a lot. I don't want to get you started. I don't want to get you started. My fault. But that name triggers a lot of Ravens fans, I heard. But Lamar's my number 4 for obvious reasons. So moving on, we're gonna go to number 3. My number 3 quarterback, and this one was kind of tough for me. Because I feel like these last 3 names I'm about to say, you can kind of put them in any order. But I got Patrick Mahomes at number 3. Now, hear me out. It's probably an easy pick, right? It's Patrick Mahomes, guy. He airs it out all the time, right? But he just lost a top 5 receiver in Tyreek Hill. That's about
top 5 receiver.
Top 3. We're gonna get. We can shrink the sample size. I think if you look at numbers, I mean, maybe talent and skill set. You look at route trees and talking about what people can do and can't do. He's not that high, but production wise, he's a top 3 guy. You know what I'm saying? With Mahomes. So he just lost that. So that's about what?
Two.
He lost about 150 targets to an elite guy a season, right? So, and now Travis Kelce's going to get guarded like prime Megatron. So what you going to do? I mean, they got Juju over there. They got Valdez Scantling. They drafted Sky Moore, who I think is going to have a phenomenal. Now, if Sky Moore turns out to what I think he's going to be, then okay, you didn't lose much, Patty, but Patrick Mahomes is going to have to step his game up, because he's used to being able to just sling that thing and Tyreek Hill go get it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that no more. You got to be a little more strategic. I'm not going to say Patrick Mahomes isn't accurate, but he throws the ball up a lot and then relies on his playmakers to go make plays. Everybody sees it. We see it. So, yeah, Patty's in my number 3 because I think he's going to tear it up. Revenge toy is going to show. I think he's going to show that Hill's going to miss him more than he's going to miss Hill. So, I battled with putting him in my list as well, but I was like, I don't know about that, because I don't know if it's a hit or miss. What's going to happen, whatever. And also, I want to say,
that I kind of peep what you said right there. So I kind of already got an insight on where you think the offensive rookie of the year is going to be. But
oh, you smell the setup. You smell the setup. You smell the setup. You smell the setup. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, so Patty's gonna fill up my number 3 spot. My number 2 spot is gonna go to my boy Joshy Boy. Josh Allen might have gave us last year the most exciting playoff game we ever seen. Him and Patty Boy, my 2 and 3, they might have gave us the most exciting football game we've ever watched in our life. They gave us an instant classic. I mean, the game was so good they changed their damn rules for this because of the game. Like now, both teams got to get the goddamn ball in overtime. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I could have Josh Allen. He probably could have won the whole thing, man, last year. I mean, if he got a chance to get the ball back, he probably could have won it. It was a special year for him. I think the Buffalo Bills are hungry. That city's starving. Them boys, they got a solid squad that can beat anybody. I mean, people, when you go to Buffalo, you scared. I don't care who you are, what team you are. It's a dogfight. Josh Allen, he's developed such nice. I gotta give credit to the offensive staff over there in Buffalo, because Josh Allen was buns his rookie year. He looked like a deer in headlights. To what he is today, it's crazy. But yeah, I got Josh Allen number 2, man. We know what his talent is. We know who he is. He spelled it out for us the last couple of years. So he can run to my number 2. Number 1, I got Mr. Cool himself, Joey B. My man was in the Super Bowl last year. I got him at number 1 because here's why. Again, Kamikazi, you talked about it earlier. It wasn't appreciated what he did last year. My man was getting sacked almost double digit times a game.
And this is coming off of an ACL injury, by the way.
And he's a second-year player. He's a player. Well, he's fresh out of college. My man is in here. I don't want to throw this name around. He's the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. I got to give him his respect. Joe Burrow is the closest thing I've ever seen to this man. I promise you. The way he sits back in the pocket, man, so cool, calm, and collected. People think a 300-pound man running 4 threes at his neck. My man is sitting there patient, delivering a dime on the. I'm not gonna lie. I like T. Higgins. I like Tyler Boyd. I like Jamar Chase. But Joe Burrow is the reason why that 3-headed monster looks as good as it does. Those guys are good. I'm not gonna say they're bad. I love Jamar Chase, elite talent. But T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Well, Tyler Boyd maybe because he balled before. I gotta give him his due.
I got memories.
Yeah, me too. I gotta give Boyd his due.
Still wake me up in the middle of the night.
I gotta give Boyd his due. He was a 1,000-yard receiver, so I can't slight him too much because he is a little older than Burrow. But I mean, Joe Burrow makes that. If you take Joe Burrow off that team, right? 5-win team, and I say that because. Well, that's only if you use their backup quarterback, obviously. And put another different quarterback in there, they'd be better than 5. But I think they are as good as they are because of that offensive line was horrendous, horrid. I'm talking about they could have been a 2-win team if you have somebody else in there who can't handle that pressure. I promise you, one of the worst offensive lines we ever seen in the Super Bowl. Probably the worst. So I got to give my man his due and put him at 1. I mean, what he did last year was ridiculous. Took a starving city to the Super Bowl, didn't win it. But I got faith he'll probably get back there. So yeah, he runs on my top 5. So I'll list them out for you real quick. I got Lamar Jackson at 5. I got who was my 4? I erased my list on accident. That was excuse me. It was Justin Herbert at 5. My bad. Lamar Jackson at 4.
Lamar Jackson 4.
Yeah. Patty at 3. Josh Allen at 2. Joe Burrow at 1. What you guys think? Let me know.
Dre, you have the honors.
I think I'm going to go ahead and give this one also an 8 out of 10. Okay. And here's why you lost the 2 points too, because y'all keep picking guys that won Super Bowls, bro. Like they ain't got nothing else to prove. They ain't got nothing else to prove. The impact on that team has already been made. If they make an impact this year, great. I mean, it'll make you right, but is it really going to affect, anything going forward? Not really. I just the loss to Tyreek Hill made me include Patty. That was the only reason why. Because that's a all-pro receiver he lost. I think you're overestimating the loss of Tyreek Hill. And I thought so when I listened to the tight end show too, that you were overestimating the loss of Tyreek Hill. Maybe he's definitely one of the best receivers in the league, and he was able to get creative and make plays off schedule for Patrick Mahomes. Yes. Patrick Mahomes, they rely on that a lot. But I just think Patrick Mahomes is so good that he'll be able to adjust. We're gonna look at them next year and be like, oh, did they really lose Tyreek Hill? You know, so that's.
And I hope so. I hope so because I like Andy Reid a lot. I want to see him be great. I love Big Red, so I do hope they kind of bounce back. Chiefs. If I had to pick an AFC team, well, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I had to pick an AFC team to root for, it's the Jets. They have a low key piece of my heart. Not gonna lie, just because of where I'm from. But yeah, I think the Chiefs would be my next pick just because of Andy Reid. I love that man. I'm mad he didn't win it with us. But all right, Dova, what you got? What you got on my list? What's up?
Hold on.
I can see the hate in your eyes.
Another thing, because I gotta justify my score because it wasn't just Patrick Mahomes. It was the inclusion of Lamar Jackson too. Okay. And only because, yes, he is our system, he is our scheme, our offense run through him. But the question for the Ravens is really going to be how healthy are their running backs going to be able to come back? For sure. And can Greg Roman get creative? It don't matter how good Lamar Jackson can be. Mm-hmm. When you asked that question while you were giving that about you don't know what Greg Roman is doing over there. Well, when we played those Miami Dolphins last year, he threw 15 bubble screens to Hollywood. Yeah, if he's doing shit like that, it won't matter how good Lamar Jackson is.
And you know, I think it's not about how good Lamar Jackson is how good is Greg Roman going to allow Lamar Jackson to be.
Right. So
like, you got to let that man be great.
Really,
you got to let those Florida ballers ball.
Really on the coach.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, and his impact right now is really on his coach right now. So
factual. All right, appreciate that, though. Give me the little insight, though. Thank you much. And again, I see the hate in your eyes, bro.
There's no hate, bro.
Redeem yourself, bro. Come on, don't do it to me, bro.
Nah, check it out, bro. I got you at a 7.9, bro. Solid 7.9. Couldn't give you the 8.0, and this is why
he didn't want you to tie his score.
Right.
Well, a little bit of that, but look. If you're going to put Patrick Mahomes on the list.
Yeah. Who's 26, maybe, by the way.
All right. If you're going to put Patrick Mahomes on the list, then you got to put Aaron Rodgers on the list.
No. Aaron Rodgers is he's one of them.
They both lost big, huge part. Well, actually, I would say Aaron Rodgers, I could argue Aaron Rodgers is like a bigger part of his offense.
I don't care who Aaron Rodgers lost, bro. They are going to be okay. The Green Bay Packers, as long as Aaron Rodgers is on that team, bro, they are going to be okay.
How can you say that, bro? So you think losing Tyreek Hill is more impactful than
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is Aaron Rodgers. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is on the same level as Aaron Rodgers. I think that Patrick Mahomes is good. I think he's an elite quarterback, but I do think Patrick Mahomes needs good pieces around him to be as good as he is. But I don't think that's same for Aaron Rodgers.
I see what you're saying, but at least Patrick Mahomes has Kelsey to throw to, bro.
And I'm telling you, Kelsey's getting guarded like Prime Megatron, bro. Hear me. They're gonna double this man to death. They got you prove Juju, prove you can beat me. Scandalin, prove you can. Sky Moore, Rook, prove you can beat me. Because
I'm just trying to say. I think we're gonna notice the Aaron Rodgers. I'm not gonna be harsh and say drop off, but you're gonna notice the difference in the. Bro, he doesn't.
You're gonna find out that Aaron Rodgers is overrated this year. That's what you're gonna find out.
And what in year 20 something we're gonna find out he's overrated when the man is 40 years old? Hell nah.
I'm not gonna throw the word overrated out there, but I am gonna say the difference in production without Devontae Adams. Without Devontae Adams is going to be different, man. Devontae Adams is a beast, 100%. And the chemistry they had together is unmatched to what he's
Aaron Rodgers ever had a bad season, regardless before Devontae Adams? Has he ever had a bad season in his whole career?
I'm not saying he's having a bad season. I'm just trying to say the drop off is going to be different. You know what I'm saying,
what's the drop off? He's gonna throw 10 interceptions instead of 7.
He needs to be impactful in order for the Green Bay Packers to do anything or whatever.
Oh, for sure. Always that way. The Green Bay Packers are the worst team in football if you take Aaron Rodgers away every year.
I took away a decimal point away from you because you added one guy who lost a big piece and another guy who didn't, and you didn't put both of them in the list. That's all I'm trying to say.
Because Aaron Rodgers is one of them ones. He's an all-timer. Patrick Mahomes
people are going to vote, bro. The people are going to vote. It's fine, bro.
This man said Aaron Rodgers is not one of them. The people are going to vote, and they're going to let y'all.
He's only an all-timer because he's popular amongst the football fans. As
bro,
one.
Is Troy Aikman an all-timer?
Aaron Rodgers has done nothing. No.
What'd you say? He's done. Oh God, damn it! No, how many beers you
had? Those Cowboy teams, bro. Look at those rosters back then. He was working with Troy Aikman wasn't back there doing nothing special.
Pass me that.
I'm not giving him all of that. I'm not giving him that from no championship.
All right, so look,
Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, nah, we ain't gonna do this.
We only just completed. Can we get a time check real quick?
We deep in the game, brother. We gotta finish it up. We gotta be.
Because we got the next segment we're about to do. Go ahead.
Let's get to the next segment, man. Because but the meat and potatoes. But yeah, good talks. But let's talk about it. So now we're gonna roll into some NFL future predictions. We're gonna talk about who our offensive rookie of the years, who we think they're gonna be, and our defensive rookie of the years, who we think they're gonna be for the 2022-2023 season. Again, Dre, you the guest, my brother. I'm gonna let the floor is yours. Let's start with offense, and then let's save the best for last. Defense.
I think the defensive one is pretty obvious, but I'm gonna go with a second round pick for my offensive rookie of the year here. A second round pick, yes. And it's a tight end for the Arizona Cardinals, Trey McBride.
Sleeper. Okay.
Trey McBride. Man, this tight end, when he was coming out for the draft and everything, I was really.
There you go. You back.
I was really interested in us bringing him in because, especially after we had traded Hollywood to Arizona, I was interested in us getting up another pass catcher, a guy that can block as well. And I was looking at Trey McBride, and I just think the combination of what they have on the outside, even, while D-Hop is serving his suspension, is going to benefit him greatly. And I think he's just going to have a lot of opportunities as a rookie because they're starting tight end is Zach Ertz, and I don't think he's going to spend a lot of time being healthy.
Oh, that's dirty. Don't do my man's like that. Don't do my man's
interesting.
Like that. I respect that. Okay, I mean that's a name that I would never have said. However, but I do respect it. He is a sleeper pick. But
if he has odds on him, you should go ahead and do a bet because if you hit that, that's money.
And I'm gonna say this.
I might need to.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like that is very reliant on Zach Ertz being unhealthy, and that is.
I don't think so. Because they still use multiple tight ends, and he's still going to have opportunities to produce even if Zach Ertz is healthy.
I do agree because like you said, with D-Hop being out for a while, they're going to need more pass catchers, so they might run into a 12 personnel offense because I don't think they're too top heavy on receivers. They got what's your boy that Kirk left? He got the bag for no reason. But that was ridiculous. Crazy. But so what they got? They got outside of Hollywood and D-Hop. They
got Rondale Moore. They still got Andy Isabella. Like they solid at what they're gonna need.
Those are specialty guys. Those are guys
speed guys.
Yeah.
All speed guys, except for Rondale Moore, who could probably do a lot more than what people know already. But he ain't had an opportunity to show it yet. I like him a lot too as a young guy, but he ain't a rookie, so.
Respect. All right. So what we got for it? Well, excuse me. I'll let you go ahead and introduce your 14th pick in the draft. So go ahead. I'll let you.
I gotta go defensive rookie of the year too.
Yeah.
So for my defensive rookie of the year, yes, it is the guy that was drafted 14 overall by my Baltimore Ravens, but it's not because he was drafted 14 overall by my Baltimore Ravens. It's because I thought he was the best player in the draft the whole time. The whole time. Y'all don't know, but I'm forced to watch a lot of Notre Dame games because my best friend who I watch all of the college games, all of the NFL games.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's the rough.
He's a Notre Dame fan. So I've been watching Kyle Hamilton for a very long time, and he's just so smart. He's going to get an opportunity to play a lot early, and I think that's going to help him secure that spot because in order to win this award, you have to be on the field, you have to be producing, and you have to make plays. And I just think the Ravens defense is going to put their secondary in a position to make more plays because the league is a passing league, and conversely the way we play offense.
I respect it, and I don't hate it. I actually kind of love the pick. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Kyle Hamilton kid. I would have loved the Eagles to draft him, but we took Jordan Davis. I feel like we both had the same needs, Eagles and Ravens, as far as defensive. We both needed a tackle and a safety, and I kind of feel like us taking him kind of helped you guys out because I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I do feel like Kyle Hamilton is the better player. Between
I think if y'all don't jump us and take Jordan Davis, we take Jordan Davis, and I would have been pissed if Kyle Hamilton was there and we took Jordan.
Right. So I'm a little salty about it too because we didn't start in safety, but I mean we did sign. We got Anthony Harris, and we just picked up a safety too. That guy Tart from the Niners. He's solid, and when Marcus up. So we have a decent rotation, but I would have loved to have a general like Hamilton on my team. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But I respect that. So I gotta ask, out of your 2 picks, who do you think is gonna win the Rookie of the Year? Who's gonna have the better year?
Who do I think has the best chance out of those 2 to make it? I really think it's Trey McBride, honestly.
Really?
Honestly, bro. I just think I think he's that good that once they get a glimpse of what he can do, they're going to take advantage of it. Like they look like a team that are trying to go all in. Like they literally traded a 1st-round pick for a guy that we was going to let walk after this year anyway.
So you think he's gonna take steps from Zach Ertz pretty much? He's gonna wind up at the end of the season TE1.
Yeah.
Oh, respect. All right. I respect that.
But I don't think he needs to be tight end 1 to win this award either. I just think he needs to complement the squad really well, and that's what I think he's going to do. I just think he complements everything that they already have in place. Him and Zach Ertz are going to have to be D-Hop while D-Hop's away.
Gotcha.
And Zach Ertz ain't going to be able to do it by himself, so he's just going to get more opportunities. I think the real thing that I don't think Kyle Hamilton will have an opportunity to catch a lot of interceptions, and as a safety, to win that award, I think you have to catch a lot of interceptions. So I just have to see how they use him before I can say that he has the better chance. But I think out of these 2, it's got to be Trey McBride.
For sure. And I respect that. Okay. All right. So we're not gonna rate these. We're gonna let these fly because I mean, it is what it is. It's our opinions anyway. So Dova, what you got?
I just want to do a sound check real quick. How do I sound here?
You sound great.
I can still hear you.
Okay, great. All right.
Actually, do me a favor, tap your mic for a second. Okay, I think you're coming through your iPad, but we can still hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so my guy, it's funny because we just talked about him. So wait, we're good? We're good. You say you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. You good?
Cool. All right, so Christian Watson.
Oh, from the Packers. Ooh. I do like that pick. I do like that pick.
Because I was just making a big deal about Aaron Rodgers losing Devontae Adams, and I think that, and look, and I think that I'm not saying this
the perfect replacement, right?
Yeah, I mean the guy. I mean, look, I got stats right here, bro. 6'5", 208, he runs a 4.3.
Oh, he got a big body speedster.
Yeah, it has 38-inch vertical. He's somebody who can. If he has good hands, which obviously when you're in the NFL, you can catch well in college and all that, but when you go to the NFL, you got big boys after you. Are you going to be able to have good hands? And
let's talk. I think that life is going to be so easy for him with Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like
Aaron Rodgers coach the guy up, man.
Bro, not even just that. It's just like you have no choice but to catch the ball if it hits you in your freaking hands. Yeah. Like Aaron Rodgers don't miss. I can't lie. So that's a very good pick. It's a sleeper pick, but I do like it. I think if you had to bet on his odds, I don't think they would be too low. I mean, too high. I think he's probably top of the list just because he's with A-Rod.
All right. And then let's see. My defensive player here is Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh, from the Giants.
Yeah, Oregon guy, bro. He's always been like high school recruit, just one of those guys. 6'4", 254, runs a 4.5, 27 reps on the bench press. He position ranking.
So he's a big buff bust. Okay.
Oh, damn.
I like it.
Obviously, this all has to do with him being healthy, right? If he's healthy, I think the guy, and I would also like to add that the past, I think 2 or 3 defensive rookie of the years are all been guys that got after the quarterback, and they love to see it, and that's why these guys are like the top guys that they get drafted. They love the edge rusher. They love the Nick Bosas of the world, the Joey Bosas of the world.
Screw them.
Ohio State.
I'm
sorry.
So yeah, I mean they love those guys who can the clownies and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's my pick, man. I think if he stays healthy with his athletic ability, man, he bossed everybody at the combine, and if he can get after the quarterback like he should, he's gonna be fine.
Respect. All right. So out of those 2, who do you think is gonna win your rookie of the year, the bust or Christian Watson? Now I'm just hating, bro. You know, anytime I hear a midget name, I gotta go ahead and throw some shit.
No, I think Watson. I think Watson with the platform he's gonna have, if he performs, he's gonna get rookie of the year.
Okay. Much respect. Those two names, I can't argue. I can't lie. I'm hating on Kayvon, but that boy's a beast. I hate the fact we got to play him 2 times a year.
What's crazy is I thought Kayvon was the guy the Ravens were going to end up getting.
He's a dog, bro. If y'all would have got him, I'd have been. If you matched up him with what's his name, the dude that got towards Achilles, Jabo.
Jabo, yeah. If we got him, we wouldn't have got a Jabo though.
Well, touche. But all right. I like the list. So you see, the best for last as usual, folks. I'm here, large and in charge. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it off my offensive rookie of the year. You know, the setup was beautiful. The setup was beautiful, but I gotta give it to you. I gotta tell you guys straight. Scott Moore's gonna win this offensive rookie of the year. He is for sure. Hey, you guys called it. You heard me say it earlier. I kind of set it up. I threw the alley to myself off the backboard. Windmill dunking right here. But let's talk about it. In the history of football, when Andy Reid has had how many quarterbacks over the year? He's had Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith. He's had Donovan McNabb, Mike Vick. What if all those quarterbacks had in common while being coached with Andy Reid? The vertical, the long ball is their passing numbers underneath Andy Reid will go through the roof, regardless, just because of scheme. Scott Moore, because of scheme and opportunities, I feel like he's gonna have a phenomenal season. I can see him breaking the 1,000-yard barrier, especially with, again, they're gonna make him prove it with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is one of the best playmakers we got in the NFL. They're gonna make those other guys prove that they can beat them. So he's gonna get a lot of favorable opportunities. Patrick Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? He does what he does, elite quarterback. So I just feel like as long as they can build a connection and get things going, I say about week 3, 4 is going to be a beautiful thing to see. Poetry in motion. I'm talking about that next level stuff. It's gonna be nasty because the Chiefs, Andy Reid's just a mastermind when it comes to that kind of stuff. But that's my reasoning for that. But going on to defensive rookie of the year, I got a question for you fellas. Last year, well, not even last year. Have y'all ever heard what's the word on the block about who's the best college football defense of all time? Yeah, you haven't heard any rumors or things about that?
Football defense of all time?
Yeah, the best college football defense. I know you don't want to answer the question, but you know the answer. But it's all good. I'll let you guys know. The 2021 Georgia Bulldogs are said to have the best defense in the history of college football. And this is not me saying this. This is experts, professionals. They have this opinion. And if we look at how many of their players were drafted in the first round, it's hard for us to disagree, or hard for me to disagree at least. So it is what it is. But I'm not gonna give you a player who drafted in the first round. I'm gonna give you a guy who slipped to the third because of some bogus injury news. My defensive rookie of the year is Nakobe Dean, middle linebacker, Georgia Bulldogs, who was arguably the smartest and best player on that defense last year. So instinctual. My man flies all over the field. Hey, you might say it's a homer pick. What team he get drafted by? The Philadelphia Eagles, correct. But let's talk about it. Our middle linebackers have been null and void for a long time. Any kind of instant impact or kind of immediate production is going to get highly vaunted, on our squad. And he's going to get all the opportunities. We have nobody. I started linebackers last year with Alex Singleton and TJ Edwards. That's not – we did pick up Kazir White from the Chargers. And we also have what's his name? No, actually, that's about it. It's Kazir White and Nakobe Dean who's going to be running our LB spot. So he's going to – I'm telling you, this guy's instinctual, smart guy, high IQ, high motor. He's undersized a little bit, but he flies around. His assignment is always filled, never leaves a gap unopened. He can cover as well, too. And because of his undersized, he has the speed and athleticism to keep up with some of these shifty slot guys. So – he's an asset. He's a weapon. I look at him as a weapon. I think he's going to prove it to you guys. He's going to show you why he should have been a first-round pick, which like the world thought he was going to be. He's going to make the NFL pay. And it is what it is. That's my defensive rookie of the year.
No, I like that pick. I wonder how they use him. Is he going after the quarterback? Just being a pure coverage linebacker is hard. It's hard to get recognized.
Oh, for sure. You
have to be Ray Lewis.
Or Michael Parsons. And
Michael Parsons is on that trajectory at this point.
yes. But even though Michael Parsons is different than Ray Lewis in this aspect, Ray Lewis did rush the passer, but he did do it from the middle linebacker spot. He just blitzed.
Right.
Parsons legit lines up on the edge and puts his foot in the ground over there.
Right. And as an edge rusher, you're always going to be noticed because you're providing pressure to the quarterback. But as a middle linebacker, your responsibilities don't allow you to get seen as making a play half of the time when you start.
Unless you're making a Darius Leonard type impact in your rookie season, which I think is what we're going to get. I'm telling you, When our front seven is stacked, we're gonna get so much pressure. I'm telling you, Nakobe Dean's gonna get so many. But the pressure that we're gonna put on guys from the interior with Fletcher Cox, Jordan Davis, and Javon Hargrave is gonna be ridiculous. So we're gonna have those big ass 350-pound dudes in the quarterback's lap. Nakobe's gonna be in the middle, just getting easy interceptions all day. It's gonna it's pretty much gonna fall in his lap, and he's instinctual as well. I mean, I just don't think that he's gonna allow too much to happen in his area. And with these quarterbacks these days being so elite in the middle of the field, I mean, he's going to have a lot of exposure to the football. So I think he's going to make good things happen. He has a nose for the football. I'm telling you, he's the smartest player on the best defense in college football. He's going to prove
I'm still worried about his soft tissue injuries.
Yes, that worries me as well. That does.
Those can keep you out of games, and it could just be nagging things from week to week, and then one week it's just too painful to go. So I worry about that a little bit, but the good thing is we're in a passing league.
Yeah.
So he don't have to just go head first into offensive linemen, to stop the run all the time.
We play in a division with Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott, and Antonio. We play in a ground and pound type division. We do. We got a lot of runners. Guys getting 20 carries a game over here. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, it's a pectoral injury. I've seen guys go down from it for the season. Can't lie. And
the reason why he fell wasn't because of the current injury. It's because of the history of soft tissues injuries.
Yes.
So there's been multiple soft tissue injuries that's been plaguing him.
Correct.
And that's why he fell so deep, because a pec injury ain't gonna keep you from falling that much.
No. It's a history. You're right. But I mean, I feel like at this level, maybe we might have the guys that can fix him. Maybe we might have the guys, we can keep him healthy. I mean, if he does stay healthy, sky's the limit. But if
for sure.
If it's the same,
then the pick makes sense. If he stays healthy, the pick makes sense.
Yeah, and that's what I'm banking on. I'm banking on him staying healthy. But between those two guys, I can't lie to you. I do think that Sky Moore's gonna have a better year, and he'll be the offensive rookie of the year. Just off scheme, the fit, opportunities, and also the platform, like you said. He's in the man was drafted to a position, and he in the X position just opened up for him. It was just like, here you go. You're our number one now. Like you can't write a more perfect story. I mean, it's no drop off as far as like he's gonna, like I said, in college he was with those teams. With those teams have the big offensive linemen. There's no drop off in talent for him. It's plug and play pretty much.
I should have just picked Garrett Wilson.
Ew! What the hell? The Jets? No way, bro. They took a fat L. Yeah, guys. I mean, so. NFL season we're about 60 something days away, 65, 66. I can't wait. We're in that time period.
Is that close?
It's that close, bro. We're a little over 6 months.
I think it's like 9 Sundays away at this point.
Yeah, 9.
What?
We're 9 Sundays away from football. Right, we're close. So right now we're in that little awkward stage where the only thing on TV is baseball. I mean, I love it because I'm watching Yankee baseball. I don't know about y'all, but I'm watching elite baseball being played, so I'm not mad at it. Gotta put that out there. Also. Speaking of the Yankees, hold on. Can I get a moment to talk about the Yankees real quick? Can I get like?
Bro, we did that already.
All right. You don't want to hear it? Okay. We don't gotta do it. I just want to talk my shit because Yankees. We on one.
Go ahead.
No. It's all good because I don't want to be obnoxious and annoying, but I'm just saying. I
know, right?
But hey, if we keep this up, man, I can smell number 28. And yes, I said number 28. That means our 28th championship. You did hear me correctly, people at home. 28th championship. We on the quest for that. And right now, we're 58-22. Every team that started this group in the first 81 games went on to win the World Series. I don't want to jinx us. I might have already, but I gotta be real, man. It's looking like a real possibility. Our division, and we have the biggest division lead in baseball, in the best division of baseball. We have 4 teams that can be first place in a couple divisions, and our 5th team is has a winning record against everybody else that's not in the AL East. So elite baseball is being played on our side over here, man, and we got a 13 game lead now because we lost yesterday. But what a time to be alive! Love to see it. Red Sox,
so it's still 14.
It's still 14. But the Rays won, so they probably cut it down because the Rays took second place now, didn't they?
No.
Okay, they still in third. Okay, fourth. Okay. Y'all got to beat them tomorrow. Make sure they stay back. Yeah.
No, they need more than just that game to overtake second place from us. The Blue Jays are in third place.
Okay, yeah. It's y'all, but y'all are all like within one game of each other too. It's crazy. It's a crazy race.
It's close.
It's a crazy race, man. I'm actually interested to see it, and I'm not just talking shit as a Yankee fan looking down. Our division is really good.
Shit.
We can fuck around and send 4 teams to the playoffs this year. Wait,
nah, you right, bro. They both got 44 wins. Rays are in third place.
Yeah, I figured. I thought they both.
If we lose tomorrow, we're probably gonna drop in third place because of the head-to-head record.
Yeah. But it's time to be alive, bro. Yankees sitting up top, worried about nothing right now, but that could change, man. But I hope not. We'll see. But fellas, it's been real. We got to wrap this thing up. I mean, it's coming to the end of the show. I mean, wait, Dova look like you got something to say over there. What's up?
No.
What would you rather?
Look, as far as baseball goes, I can't do that.
Yeah, I know, you're a Marlins fan. You can just sit there and just listen like you were.
Yeah, I just gotta sit there and smile. And
just shake your head, bro.
But I know we're supposed to do the would you rather, but we can't make these episodes OD.
Yeah. We're not making movies here. I wanted to do it, but we already went over a lot of time. It is what it is. It's our first guest. We're gonna figure it out. People at home, bear with us. And again, if you made it this far, man, we love you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Again,
hey, Dre, I thank you for coming on, man. That was awesome, bro. You did 100%. A great job, bro. That was awesome, man.
We appreciate you, bro. Hey, I see all the belts back there, by the way, man. All them belts. You guys. Hey, speaking, are we still giving a belt out next year for the fantasy football winner, or for this season?
Hey, we can do that. I wasn't planning on doing it for this season. Just because I thought we was gonna have all of the same people coming back. That way we can all, put a little bit in, and then. But I just want everybody to get comfortable with our format before we start asking people to make it a prize league.
Yeah, sure.
Because that format's not for everybody.
That's not for the week. I learned about the quarterback system last year. I wound up going a couple weeks without a quarterback in my second spot because I just didn't know no better. So now I know.
Even though I told him to put some value on quarterback,
he did tell me, but I didn't know. I just didn't think that far ahead, bro. And plus, guys had 6 quarterbacks on their roster holding them and stuff. So, but I learned my lesson.
Motherfuckers use dirty ass tactics.
Yeah, right. Hey, let's talk about your man Corey. First of all, we gotta get Corey on here too, because I know that motherfucker ignorant as shit. But let's talk about him. This man legit will go to the freaking waiver wire, bro, and just pick up and drop a player so nobody else can pick him up in the whole league. It's dirty as hell, but it's genius. I can't lie. I gotta give him his due diligence. Right. Corey, if you listening, brother, I talk a lot of shit, dog, but that's a genius move. I'm probably gonna do it next year. I'm not gonna lie. But you're not catching me like that. You're not catching me lacking like that next year.
Speaking of Corey, both of y'all projections for offensive rookie of the year are Corey's 1-2 for wide receivers last year when we were doing all of our draft prep. The whole time they were his 1-2. Sky Moore was 1, Christian Watson was 2.
That's
crazy.
Deservedly so. Sky Moore was a beast.
Crazy.
He just went to a smaller school. So did Christian Watson. So that's why they didn't get the notoriety they should have. But elite talents, man. Elite talents. Yeah. But again,
hey, Dre, go ahead and plug your thing one more time, man. Before we
tell them your socials. Where they can find your podcast at, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. You can find me on Twitter, SG Kamikazi, all one word. The letter S, the letter G, and the word Kamikazi. That's Kamikazi. No E's.
No, again, you don't got to spell it out too much because I'll plug you in the comments or description so we can have links.
All right, bet. And then I'm a co-host of the Beer Budz Banter. You can find us anywhere there's audio podcast streaming, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, anywhere, we're everywhere. Just Beer Budz Banter. Me and my boy Pat, we put on a great show. And then we're gonna have my boy Geno on there one day, right?
It's up. Me and Dova, we both gonna come through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Spit box with y'all for a few.
Open invite, Dova. If you want to come to, you can come to. I've been trying to get Geno on there since day one, though.
He has it. You know what? You trying to get me on actually inspired me to do this, so I appreciate you, man. I definitely owe it to you. I'm gonna come on, show some love.
Salute.
And I gotta shout y'all out because creating a podcast is hard, man. And creating a format where it works for you guys, and you guys have already had a built-in chemistry, and you can tell it off rip. Your show is great. I watch it every week. I'm gonna continue to watch it. And I'm gonna plug y'all on my show because, y'all going somewhere.
I appreciate that, man. Much respect.
Yeah, man. This is my little brother from another mother right here, dog. You know what I'm saying? We go back like Cadillac with 4 flags. But hey, again, all takes no breaks. Signing out. Episode 6. It's in the books. Thank you, people at home. And again, like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. We out.
That's love.
Peace.
Peace.